She had straggly, sun-bleached hair, a small, dirty face, and a thin, flat-chested body. "Get lost, pig," she said, in the guttural accents of Glasgow. Hamish ignored her. He addressed himself to Shaun. "I can't direct you to a place up on the moors where you can camp." Shaun gave him a blinding smile. "But I like this village," he said. "And so do I," retorted Hamish, "which is why I'm ordering you to move on. Let's see a driving licence." A stream of 4-letter words erupted from the girl. Shaun dug into the back pocket of his jeans and produced a clean new driving licence, issued only a few months ago. The girl had now jumped down from the bus. She was very small in stature. She leaped up and down in front of Hamish, cursing and yelling. Pig was the politest epithet. There was a peculiar, almost sinister magnetism about Shaun. He paid no attention to the girl whatsoever, and Hamish found himself doing the same. He examined Shaun's insurance and the road tax disc on the bus. Both were in order. He handed back the papers and said firmly, "Now get moving." Shaun grinned. "Certainly, officer." The girl told Hamish to perform an impossible anatomic act on himself, and then suddenly bolted back into the bus, like some small hairy animal darting into its lair. "Pay no attention to Cheryl," said Shaun lazily. "Rather an excitable type." "Her full name?" snapped Hamish. "Cheryl Higgins, like the professor." Hamish waited until Shaun had climbed into the driver's seat, until the bus clattered off. He stood with his hands on his hips and watched it go. Then he shook his head. He should not have allowed Shaun to upset him. If they parked up on the moors, they would not stay long. He knew the travellers preferred to be with their own kind. It was unusual to find just 2 of them and 1 old bus. This fine weather was unusual. Soon, there would be the lambing blizzard, that vicious fall of snow which always arrived in the late spring to plague the shepherds. His mind turned to the problem of P.C. Willie Lamont. He would not have minded at all having a helper. All policemen, however crime-free the area they lived in, were landed with a lot of paperwork. Hamish regarded the police station as his home, his own home, and he wished he could manage to get Willie to live somewhere else in the village. As he ambled back again in the direction of the police station, he saw that his dog, Towser, was once more tied up in the garden. Poor Towser was always being banished outside these days, thought Hamish. Willie must be scrubbing the floors. Again. He decided to go up to Tommel Castle Hotel, where his friend, Priscilla Halberton Smythe, was working in the hotel gift shop. Priscilla's father, Colonel Halberton Smythe, had turned his home into a hotel to recoup the vast losses he had made by trusting his money to a charlatan. The hotel had prospered, having excellent shooting and fishing, and high enough charges to appeal to the snobbish and the parvenu who thought the Colonel's high-handed manner with his guests was a sign of true breeding, rather than the mixture of arrogance and sheer bloody-mindedness that it, in truth, was. As he unhitched Towser and led the dog to the police Land Rover, Hamish reflected sadly that having Willie in the police station was like being married to a nag of a wife. Archie McLean, the fisherman, spent most of his time either in the pub or sitting on the harbour wall to get away from his wife's perpetual cleaning. The new gift shop was a pleasant place, full of the very best of Scottish goods: Edinburgh crystal, Caithness glass, silver jewellery, fine woolens, along with a multitude of cheaper goods for the tourists to take home. Shortbread, locally made fudge, guidebooks, postcards, souvenir pens and pencils, and stuffed toys. Priscilla was wearing her new tourist uniform of frilled white shirt and short tartan skirt. Hamish wondered what the tourists made of her, this graceful woman with the smooth blonde hair and the superb figure who looked as if she had stepped out of the pages of Vogue. She saw Hamish and smiled. "I've had the coffee machine put in here. You must have got word of it." "I'm not mooching," said Hamish, who nearly always was.